I've done over 80 videos for this channel so far, and I think it's high time I addressed a serious flaw. I've got 3 deep dives into Dustin Diamond's appearances because I find his career fascinating. I love the special where I cover his very early work. I did a similar thing with Mark Paul Gosselaar in one of my earlier raps. I was gearing up for a 4th installment of Dustin's roles when I realized that I was completely ignoring the other cast members. And if I can devote a whole special on Suzanne Terra from her role as Stevie, I think I can expand things a bit. So, here's Lark Voorhies and her on-screen appearances during her initial Saved by the Bell run. Lark's first on-screen role was as Brandy in Small Wonder, a TV show about a robot girl that the family tries to pass off as a normal girl. Anyways, Reggie likes new girl Brandy.
My motto is rap 'em and trap 'em. I'm just gonna slide up to her and say, "Hey, little mama, don't be a fool. Stick with Reg, 'cause I'm smooth and cool."
Yeah, but Reg is neither smooth nor cool, and Brandy is unimpressed. We get the Cyrano de Bergerac plot, and Reggie walks off with Lark in a fine first appearance. Lark next booked the role of Lisa in Good Morning Miss Bliss, which we all know was retooled as the junior high years of Saved by the Bell. She was then invited back to Small Wonder to play a different character, a snobby girl named Buffy. There really isn't much to the part, as the main story revolves around some scuzzy reporter outing the girl robot as a robot. Buffy is merely there as the boys learn about the problem from the newspaper. But the parents also have the newspaper. So, wait a minute. We've seen that newspaper back before. Several times. Get a new prop. What was I saying again? This is a video about Lark. Lark Voorhies! Not this. Not whatever this is. That same year, she booked a role on the Robert Guillaume show as Denika. The episode mainly focuses on Robert dealing with his lady friend going back to school. It's not easy, and there are major elements he hates about it. But for the B-plot, his daughter would like to have a little party.
So, who are you going to invite?
Probably Christine, her little sister Jamie, Melissa, Denika.
Denika? Oh, really, Denika?
Yeah! Denika! What's up, girl? You want this whole roast beast? Unfortunately, Robert is willing to play wingman and invites Denika to help get some frozen yogurt for the party. The episode ends as it should, with everyone doing the limbo. Oh, Grandpa. And one of the little joys in watching these old shows is seeing some old commercials. Remember when York peppermint patties were this big? Aside from the Who Shrunk Saturday Morning special, I don't see that Lark had any side projects during her tenure with the flagship Saved by the Bell series. Once she was done with the series, including the TV movie Hawaiian Style, Lark looked to get some roles beyond her Lisa Turtle persona. Behold, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Lark plays an old girlfriend of Carlton's named Cindy. She's got a baby! Whose is it?
Carlton is the most incredible lover I have ever had.
Damn!
I mean, he's so in tune with my needs. It was amazing and endless and magnificent. I think I saw God.
You're telling me this guy is not a virgin? Well, it turns out that he is, but he wants to help his dream girl out and runs away to marry her. But then they realize that they have conflicting ideas about their future, and she leaves him at the altar. One fun thing to note about this appearance is the baby. Well, the baby's voice.
Please, sweetie, please don't cry.
Do you recognize that cry? That's provided by Tom Williams, who voiced Kelly's little brother Billy in The Babysitters. Lark next shows up in Martin, and apparently got that vest thing where rockumentary Kelly got her pants. Martin and Gina have broken up, and Lark, playing a lady named Nicole, lends him a sympathetic ear. This is nice, and the two agree to go out to dinner. As luck would have it, the two run into Gina on a date.
This is my new girlfriend, my new baby. And she cute too, isn't she?
She sure is. But it's a school night. Doesn't your little friend here have to go home and finish her book report?
Ha ha! Valid. I gotta note that Gina's date is played by David Alan Grier, and he is delightful. Martin and Nicole go to his place, hook up, but realize they're both still in love with their exes. Nicole leaves and has an amazing run-in with Shanae.
Little girl, just go home and change your pampers, okay?
Little girl, look, don't get hurt by this little girl, okay?
No, you didn't.
Yes,
No,
I
you
did.
Bitch, don't you put your hand in my face. You don't put your hand in my face. I will hurt you, okay? I will hurt you. So what you trying to do?
One thing to note about this appearance is that Lark and Martin Lawrence were dating and eventually got engaged. Unverified rumors say Martin broke off their engagement, without telling her first, on an appearance on the Arsenio Hall show by announcing his engagement to someone else. Lark attributes much of her mental issues with her relationship with Martin Lawrence. In the show Getting By, Marcus is stuck taking Julie to ballet practice. But then, hello! Lark is Darcy, and she is too cool to stretch with those other plebes. Marcus ends up joining the class to get closer to Darcy and finds it difficult to keep his embarrassing secret. But you know what? He's got talent. And this is the exact moment that he became a man. Same, Marcus. Same. The ballet class puts on a splendid performance, everyone cheers, and Marcus gets outed. I imagine Lark had fun in this role, as before doing acting full-time, she was part of the Pasadena Civic Ballet Company. This could be why she always seemed to carry herself with such poise. Lark was invited back for the season 2 premiere as a different girl named Tasha, but I can't find the episode anywhere. And if the quality of the first episode is any indication, we may be glad I couldn't find the second. From 1993 to 1994, Lark began a 51-episode stint on Days of Our Lives. She played Wendy Rearden, and boom! She has a baby out of wedlock while afflicted with an eye problem, which is something we've seen before. Get it? Baby mama drama, limited vision, because she'd have to be blind to do it with Carlton? I liked it. 1994 would prove to be a busy year for Lark. In addition to her role in Days of Our Lives, she'd reprise her Lisa role in one episode of The College Years, which I will eventually cover. She also returned for the TV movie Wedding in Las Vegas, which I will eventually cover. She also lent her voice to some episodes of Captain Planet. IMDb gives her 1 credit in the episode Bug Off, but I didn't hear her at all. I did, however, hear one familiar voice.
I'm telling you, we need more pesticide to battle these bugs.
That's Robert Guillaume! Yes, that Robert Guillaume! So what gives? Lark is credited. Where was her voice? What I can gather is that a block of episodes were made, and they hired a block of actors to record lines, and just like they credit every bad guy's voice actor every episode, they credit the block of voice actors. For example, I did find Lark in another episode voicing the character Julie.
Girl, I told you to stay away from that sped.
You don't run my life. Besides, being in special ed doesn't mean Ronnie's not smart. He's smart enough to stay out of gangs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As discussed in yet another previous special, 1994 was the year Lark appeared as Wanye's girlfriend in the Boyz II Men video for On Bended Knee. That same year, she guest starred in Me and the Boys as Denise. I'm gonna give you a warning here. No blinking.
You sing incredibly well.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I just came over to say hi. See ya.
See ya.
That was it. It was adorable, but that was it. I'd berate Mr. Steve Harvey here for his crime of underusing our girl, but there was a lot to pack into this episode, and it was very funny. So, because I don't have much that I can show you of Lark, here's my favorite joke.
Would you have asked your father to do something like that?
No, I never met my father.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did he pass away when you were little?
No, he was just very shy.
The last appearance we'll cover is Lark's return to Bayside in the new class. I'll go ahead and do a mini dive here for 3 reasons. 1, I probably won't do deep dives for the individual episodes. 2, say it with me, hello Natalia Sigliuti. And 3, because I was surprised how the episode affected me. Bayside is turning 40! To mark the occasion, Screech is trying to get a new school song written. But these kids suck.
Brian and I wrote a duet about me being prom queen.
Hello. Only songs about Bayside. Sheesh!
It's not very often that Screech has to be the voice of reason. And hey, this glee club's not so gleeful. What gives? Oh yeah, the president of the school board meets up with Mr. McMillan, a rich Bayside graduate. Mr. Belding hopes the school is in for a big donation.
I'll bet the old school hasn't changed a bit since you were here. Of course, a few small touches would spruce the place up.
And what do you mean Bayside hasn't changed? You moved the principal's office. Also, Mr. McMillan isn't here for a donation. He's buying Bayside for $5 million to tear down and build condos. How do you kill an assembly? Announce the sale and that the kids will be sent to different high schools. Yes, even Valley. So, obviously, it's up to the kids to save Bayside, and boom! Screech gets an idea based off of Mr. Ed. Thanks, distracted TJ? Behold, some fantastic Screech.
Ciao, babe.
Sir, this is a closed meeting.
Hey, thanks for the verbal memo, Curly. But that's why I'm here. The name's I Am Slick. Lawyer for Mr. McMillan.
He sours the school board by saying Mr. McMillan requires more from the deal. Then he fakes representing the school board by souring Mr. McMillan on the deal. But yeah, he's no James the actor. A new plan is hatched. Contracted? And boom! Demolition is delayed. The crew scours old yearbooks for clues about Mr. McMillan and find that he had a lady friend. Well, they contact the lady friend, and she's excited to help save the school by reuniting with Mr. McMillan and giving him the prom he never had. But then she bails on him for a surprise birthday party in San Francisco? Lame. So it's prom time, and the plan is foiled. Screech is dressed like Elvis because his family effing loves Elvis. And Mr. Belding is dressed as Elvis because he effing loves Elvis.
When that siren sounds, get down, because there'll be a whole lot of shaking going on. Wah, wah.
Screech plays DJ like he always does at these dances, but things are looking pretty bad as Mr. McMillan is not impressed with the sock hop prom. But then freaking AC Slater shows up. And so does Lisa! They didn't call each other. They just both randomly showed up. After school hours. During a dance.
Lisa! You've come back to be my prom queen!
I've come back to save the school.
And wouldn't you know it, Lady Friend also shows up. Her nephew from San Francisco just happens to be Zach Morris. What? The surprise party was for his wife, so is Kelly here too? No? Well, that's a shame. Mr. McMillan is having a great time with his lady friend, but the prom must end and the Glee Club must perform one last time. Hold up. How do the old Baysiders know this song? Isn't this a new song Screech has been working on?
But soon we'll put away our books and pens. We'll go on with our lives.
Oh, no, they didn't. They couldn't have. This is the same song and vocal track from the school song episode.
It seems like only yesterday we started. But soon we'll put away our books and pens.
Classic Saved by the Bell production right there, folks. Well, Mr. McMillan is moved and decides to return to school and make a sizable donation. Everyone is happy. There are 2 notes here. First, Lady Friend's name is Sandy Bennett. She is Zach's aunt and has apparently been single since high school, as that's how they found her from the yearbook. It stands to reason that she is Melanie's sister, which means, bar trivia! Melanie Morris's maiden name is Melanie Bennett. Second, this episode is the last of the season and features the prom, but we've also seen the prom featured in the first episode of a season. This last episode notes it's Kelly's birthday, but we've seen an episode with Kelly's birthday air as a season's 6th episode. There is no way to make sense of this. I just wanted to note this anomaly exists. And hey, there's a rundown of Lark's appearances throughout her Saved by the Bell tenure. She had smaller roles and meatier roles, all played with classic Lark grace. But what's this? Patrick Muldoon was also in Days of Our Lives with Lark? Oh, get out of there, Jeff! Don't go ruin any more lives!